Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
How's it going?
We are back with Thompson Talk, where we...
Get a haircut.
Yeah, you did. Looking good. Looking good.
All right.
And
If you're listening on podcast and you can't see it, that just means you need to head on over to our YouTube.
check out our...
the haircut. Just type in Thompson Talk on YouTube.
Yep. He's looking good. Looking good. Thompson Thursday today. See?
Yep. Dum dum. Dum da dum dum dum.
Dum. And today's episode is a little different. You know, we've been duplicating. We've been going around the alphabet, but not too much. We've been actually going back to letters that
I've already done.
I decided today would be a great episode to do X.
To
Not
see.
what you think. Not to see. X for...
Xylophone.
Can you even say it?
Xanthelasma.
Yes. That is a $1 million word, $1,000. That's a $5 word. I don't know. What do words go for these days? I don't even know.
Cost Papa John like $1 million, or millions of dollars.
We get caught up in the numbers. But we both shot for $1 million at first. Did you notice that? Did you notice it? Did you?
I noticed. Yeah.
We must be related. We must be
We
Thompson.
must be.
So Xanthelasma, you all are saying WTF. I was like, what the heck is this? I don't know if you guys have, I'm going to take these off, even though I now feel like I look weird again for the podcast, guys. You don't know how weird I look. You must know. So there are these yellow bumps that you get on your eyelid. And it started out, there was like one there and one there. And so I went to the doctor who did my surgery, the tear duct surgery. And I was like, what are these little dots? It was like the size of a small pea. And he was like, oh, that's xanthelasma. That's what it is like cholesterol. It's fatty lipid cholesterol.
It looks like a blister a little bit. Except they don't pop.
People are kind of grossed out right now, but let me tell you, it gets worse. So he was like, oh, this is xanthelasma. What happens is you have to get them removed. You have to get them removed because they'll just grow and grow and grow. And now people are like, oh, I've seen somebody that had, like look like cauliflower on their eyelids. Yeah, that like bumpy bumps, right? I didn't want to have bumpy bumps. I mean, I'm not shallow or that vain, but I did not want to have, I think that if I had something, I would have it removed. It's just, especially if like it's going to continue to grow and grow. So the doctor was like, you have to get those removed, surgically removed. And what happens is that skin on your eyelid is so fine, it's so thin and so sensitive. The only replacement skin was
labia
from your vagina. So he was saying, yeah, I had to have it surgically removed. They cut it, and then the skin that they take, then they have to use skin from your vagina or another part. I don't know. It wasn't the underarm. It was like really thin. Anyway, I was just like, that does not sound good at all. Like, can you imagine what a butterfly butterfly kiss? I did not want to have my vagina on my face.
Yeah,
I mean,
only others.
So, and even worse, he was like, oh, and if we trim too much, if there's not enough and you don't have enough skin or whatever, then you won't be able to close your eye completely, and then you could get dry eye, I'm like, this is not like, this is sounding horrible. And it will come back. chances are there's like a huge percentage of it coming back, even with that. And I was like, can I get a second opinion? I'm not signing up. I'm not making a date to do this. I'm gonna do some
Yeah.
research because that's some serious, you know.
You sold
So
me and then unsold me.
I was like, no, no. So I went home. When I researched it, what I found was the support group online, and they were like, they found, like do it yourself. I'm all about the DIY. You cut a piece of garlic, and
I
then
remember this.
you take your pin and you poke it, poke it, poke it, so all the juicy things there, and you hold it on the xanthelasma for 10 minutes, 3 times a day for 10 days. And after that, this whole support group was saying it not only did it go away, but people who had it never came back when there's a big chance of it coming back with you getting the surgery. So I was like, holy shit, I can just buy a, bag of garlic and do this for 10 minutes, 3 times a day for 10 days. Yes, it burned the out of my eye. It
Yeah.
totally, that garlic is some serious, it really.
Yeah, garlic is powerful. I mean, even if you're not a
Yeah.
vampire, it'll get you.
So what had happened is it totally burned away the skin. And I remember maybe after like the third or fourth day and holding it on there, I'm like, oh my God, it was just a big scab on my eyelid. And after it healed and it sloughed off, it was pink, new skin, nice, no xanthelasma. And I'm like, oh my God. And it has never come back. I did share that with that doctor I went in to get my eyes checked like a year after, whatever. And he was like, what? It's gone. And I was like, garlic. And he's like, no way. And I'm like, yes, way. Next time you go to your conference or whatever, and you guys are talking about like the solution, don't go for the vagina, go for the garlic, I
Yep.
mean, that's what I like to say. So this episode, X was for xanthelasma, but we always also thought we'd offshoot into just weird things that happen with your skin. Because Andrew's had some weird things happen with your skin. The part of you can be born with weird skin things, and you can
Which I
develop.
will say, on the shallow end of the messy skin pool, I'm aggressively overweight right now. But it's not the first time that I've been this way. Um, when I was at my previous heaviest, it was like 315 pounds, and I moved to Cali to live with you, and I started losing weight really fast, and my body just broke out. All the toxins leaving and all the sweat, and I remember we went to a dermatologist because I was like, what the hell? Like, body wash isn't doing it, face wash isn't doing it. It wasn't on my face really, but it was all up and down my side and on my back and stuff. And I ended up starting to take a shot of apple cider vinegar diluted in a cup of water twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. Cleared me right up.
Did it really? That's
Yep,
also good for dieting.
yep. Cleared my skin right up. I didn't. Well, that's why I took it initially, was for dieting, and there is there are several properties in apple cider vinegar that just help. I really recommend it. If you don't do it, I
Don't put it
recommend it.
on your eye if you have
Yeah.
samples. That
Yeah,
would suck.
don't do that.
Don't do that.
You're
We
better off getting giant eye.
so Andrew's also had some other weird skin things.
Yeah, I mean, not really weird. People have them. Cysts. I've had a couple bigger cysts that needed to be like removed surgically. Um,
Yeah.
my left
One on your
shoulder.
temple and one on your shoulder. I remember when we lived. Remember you being by the swimming pool. Were we like, "Are you supposed to be swimming today?" You just had this with the stitches. You're like,
No, I didn't get to go swimming after my surgery, but you let me swim way past closing time before my surgery. And I think even the day before I was supposed to go in, it started thunderstorming. And I was like, please. And you were like, fuck it, worst case, you save me money.
yeah. But that was when we were. That was when we lived in a condo. We didn't have our own pool, so Andrew was wearing a bathing suit.
Hey, if you haven't skinny dipped, I guess in my case it'd be a chunky dunk. Hey, you're missing out. That is the way. That is the way to experience aquatics. Is naked.
So I have. It's one of those weird things. I know we talked about in a previous episode that one of Andrew's things is watching these YouTube videos of the guy smashing an apple, right? Eating the apple without any teeth. One of my things is like
Ready to gum you
TikTok.
down.
TikTok. TikTok. I'm like, oh, I've got 5 minutes. I'm just going to scroll through some, but it's the Dr. Pimple Popper. Oh my God, I can really get lost to that. So one of the things that I saw, this was in the last couple days, was somebody who had underneath their armpit, it was like all these skin tags. And they were just taking this little scissor, cutting. Oh, I don't have like any weird, not that I know of anyway, weird skin tag. I do get every once in a while, like this, it's so much fun getting older. Every once in a while, I'll get a really random hair that's, I swear to God, like 2 inches long, like on my shoulder. Remember that one that was
Mm.
again for you podcast listeners? I'm making this. It's I don't know from my eyebrow, a really long, random,
Long.
crazy hair. It's like, where does that even come from? And how did it grow? And how did I not notice it? And why didn't
Yeah.
you tell me? Because you've been looking at me for months. So
Yeah,
yeah,
guys don't pick up on stuff like that as well. I'll like walk past my wife Alyssa and she'll be like, "Hey," she'll like lift my shirt up and there's a hair growing from my side. How'd you even see that? I don't know. Yeah.
Andrew was blessed with the unibrow, so
Yeah. Yeah.
he doesn't lack hair, except for
I got
one
alopecia from stress after my first son was born, and it wasn't my
one
son's fault.
and Andrew, I don't know. I think that you have to tell the story because I was shaving
Okay.
his head like a number
So
two belt.
yeah, I used to just rock a buzz. I wouldn't go to the barber shop. I wouldn't go anywhere and get my hair cut. I used to just stand in the tub, and my mom would take a two guard and go over my whole head. And so it was one of those things. My hair was super long. It
Even
was
if the blades, even if the blades weren't.
Yeah. One time she cut my hair for 2 hours. It was a 2 hour buzz cut because it was literally pulling the hair out of my head, and she wouldn't oil it. She would just get mad at me and say, "Stay still." And you could hear it. It was like, but so yeah, my hair was down to my eyes. It was really really long, and I was like, "Go ahead and take her off." And so she starts cutting my hair. I don't remember. I don't think you said anything at first. I think you finished the haircut and we're like, "What?" And I looked in the mirror and there is just a baseball size patch missing from the front left of my hairline. And it's not like the hair was shorter than the rest of the two guarded hair. It was completely smooth. It was smoother than the rest of the skin on my body. It was gone. It did not grow. It was not present.
So we had that moment of like him
Yeah,
saying,
I
"What
said,
the
"What did you
hell?"
do?" And she said, "Well, maybe if I think you rubbed it. You're rubbing it too much." I said, "I didn't rub my fucking hair off."
Smooth.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
I didn't rub it smooth. So yeah, I
Oh,
like everything else in my life. I ended up just embracing it, but
that
looking
was
back,
fun.
that was tough.
Yeah. Another fun thing of getting old is this. God, it's again, podcasters, you're missing out here. So, what I learned maybe, I'm going to explain, I learned maybe 3 years ago was when I first moved to California and we were in group pictures. The really good friends, the good people will come behind you, taking a picture. Like we'd reach behind each other's, neck and we'd squeeze so that those wrinkles are gone. Isn't that great? That's so much better. That's the weirdest thing when I first noticed that I've got these weird neck wrinkles. I'm like, oh my God, like I don't want that. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun, you know?
Yeah,
So, does anybody else have any weird skin things? Xanthelasma? Any weird rashes you want to tell
long
us
hairs.
about?
Yeah, any super bad
If
body
you have
acne that you
any,
found a natural remedy for?
anything that you want to tell us about, please feel free to
Long
email us at
lashes.
thompsontalkpodcast@gmail.com or send us suggestions for our next amazing Thompson Thursday.
They can go onto the YouTubes, type in Thompson Talk. You're gonna see her face. You're gonna see mine. Click on it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little post notification bell so you never miss an upload. You never miss a Thompson Thursday. And yeah, comment down below. Let us know. Have you found like a natural home remedy to a common problem?
Do you rub your hair until your scalp is smooth? We'd like to know.
I want to know.
All right, you guys, until next time, take care.
Bye.